metre final. Lane 1, Paul DiBella. Kieran Noonan in lane 2. Damien Marsh, former Australian #1 in lane 3. The Japanese runner Sushi in lane 4. Matt Shirvington in lane 5. He's about to be introduced to the crowd. He will get a wonderful reception. Patrick Johnson in lane 6. David Baxter lane 7. Scott Richardson lane 8. As you can hear the applause in the background for this man, Shirvington. Ross Smith in lane 9. And Daryl Wilson in lane 10.
And we've already seen it in the women's 200 metres, what the bit of competition can do. And the flag has definitely dropped, and I'd say we'll be on for a legal time here.
I'll just interrupt, Jane. Tim Ewan, 13.95 in that hurdles. We said you'd bring his time. It's a personal best for him, so outstanding run from the young South Australian.
I think one of the things that will help Matt Shirvington in this one is that Sushi is on his inside, who started very, very well in the heats. And I think Matt, under pressure at the start, generally really produces the goods. But watch Patrick Johnson come home.
Don't forget David Baxter too. He won that first heat in 10.25.
With a bad start as well. So if he fixes that up, it's going to be very, very close.
Ground announcer calls for quiet, and we get it. Focus of Shirvington.
He holds the meet record at 10.16. Will they go under that? The A qualifier is 10.27. Little or no wind at this stage.
Set. Stand up.
Gee, they were twitching. I was twitching. They held them forever.
Gee,
Johnson
David,
moved around.
I thought they took a long time to call them into set then.
It was
Patrick
amazing.
Johnson just shrugged his shoulders and moved his head, and I'm sure the starter must have athletes completely still before he moves them into the set position, but he held them forever.
What about the silence? It seemed like an eternity.
Big crowd here in Canberra too. There's probably 4,000 or 5,000 people in here at the AIS track. Interesting to see who they give the break to here. There are quite a few. DiBella on the inside moved. Johnson moved. Movement on the outside. Only one who didn't move was the man who broke twice at the World Championships, Matt Shirvington.
Maybe he's glued to those blocks nowadays. Learned a few lessons. Lane 1 has been awarded the break. Paul DiBella.
Now, lane 9, in fact, Jane.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
Ross Smith. Shirvington on screen.
You can see there's a bit of tension down there. A lot at stake here as far as reputation goes, David.
We saw all the same thing in the women's 200 metres, the tension of the athletes behind the blocks, and it produced 2 breaks from Tanya Van Heer. No breaks for Shirvington, Johnston or Baxter, the 3 main protagonists in this one, but still, they've got to regain composure now, go down again for the second time.
Let's watch Shirvington at the start, lane 5. Normally, always a brilliant beginner. In his heat earlier today, clearly beaten out by Carr.
Set.
Oh.
Now, Damien Marsh wasn't happy. He put up his hand.
But I tell you what, Shirvington really got a good start that time, and he will not be happy about that.
Kieran Noonan in lane 2 moved.
Gee, I thought Damien put up his hand very late there.
You're right, Marsh put the hand up. Noonan saw it.
You're right about Shirvington's start too, Jane. He absolutely flew the gun.
Gee, interestingly enough, David, I was thinking about this in comparison to the women's 200, and you look at the 3 that we're really looking at there: Baxter, Shirvington. Oh, Marsh has been awarded the false start.
Very close, so let's get back there and do it properly next time.
It's most unusual.
I don't think he has. I think that's he's put his hand in the air, and of course the athletes at any time before the gun goes can do that if they're not settled.
Yeah.
They've got the right to put their hand in the air. A bit of action in the crowd, men's long jump going on, other field events in action.
What I was going to say is that in comparison to the women that were running the 200 metres, you have a look at the 3 favourites here with Johnson, Shirvington and Baxter, and they're really very inexperienced. And so this type of thing can actually be quite good for them when they then get to the international level.
Well, this man's got experience, Damien Marsh. He won the Grand Prix final in 1995. He thought he was all set to be on track for the Olympic final and tore his Achilles, but he's back in business here. Shervington just on the left of screen, Johnson, then Baxter.
Set.
Away. Shervington not the best to begin. Johnson got out well. So did Sushi, showing great pace. Richardson, but Shervington lifting. He's after Johnson. Johnson's got him though. Patrick Johnson beats Shervington again. Baxter third. The time 10:16. Let's hope it's legal.
That is the best start I've ever seen Patrick Johnson get.
Personal best.
And it is legal.
10:15 has been rounded down. Patrick Johnson, he has taken Matt Shervington's scalp here tonight. He's run a personal best. He's taken Shervington's meet record.
And with just a 0.4 tailwind, boy, Patrick Johnson's going to have a great season. There they are, the training partners. Training partners, best of friends, Van der Kuip and Pat Johnson.
David, with Shervington, again though, not a brilliant start that we're accustomed to.
Well, I think he broke. Let's have a look if he moved. I think he moved his right leg. I thought I heard two guns, actually, and I know that the officials at that end have had a bit of a discussion. Let's have a look at his right leg. Does he twitch? He definitely broke. That should have been a break, and I think we might have had two guns there. And Patrick Johnson hasn't worried about it, nor has Matt Shervington. And Patrick Johnson got away to an okay start, but his second half, Jane, was just sensational.
It was, and he really held off Shervington under pressure. And Shervington doesn't finish too badly, so you would have expected him to come back over Johnson. I think Johnson's running beautifully, very, very tall and very balanced, but I think Shervington didn't get the good start, and I think that the wobble there really affected his performance.
Baxter slow to begin, and a big finish from Baxter, David, getting him home into third spot.
Yeah, he got third, and Kieran Noonan, who we talked about in the heats, was fantastic for fourth place as well. Here's the main battle, though, between Shervington and Johnson. And Patrick Johnson can finish like this. Matt Shervington just needs to hang with him. Both of these athletes are going to run super towards the end of the season. And Johnson, he looks to his left, he goes to his left, and he knows that he's got there. Tim Sheridan, personal best for Patrick Johnson. He's taken Matt Shervington's meet record. Not a bad start to the year.
Yeah, hell of a start to the year, Patrick. A beautiful start and a wonderful race.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, I'm still sort of just learning, but leaps and bounds now, and had 5 months no uninterrupted training, no injury, so I'm feeling good.
That's been the difference for you, hasn't it? You've been able to get stronger.
Yeah, I have, and just technically better. I think I'm more relaxed, and I'm getting more confidence. Like, block starts I couldn't start before, you know. Now I'm just getting back there. Plus Matt's a great starter, so it helps me and Matt to just perform to the next level.
Yeah, there were probably a lot of people would have thought you'd end up running longer distances than this.
Oh yeah, but I think they didn't give me enough opportunity. I mean, I only started in 97, and that's, in sprinting terms, that's so little. So I'm still learning a lot more.
How's it going here at the AIS? You and Kyle are good pals, and obviously it's done the trick for both of you.
Yeah, I think we're pretty committed, and Kyle's got a lot of experience, and I learn a lot from him. For myself, I'm very competitive and very ambitious, so we push each other, and especially here, Institute of Sports are great facilities, and, you know, it's stress-free, you could say.
To come to the front of the pack like this, Patrick, there must have been a few mental changes also. Better concentration?
Yeah, I've just got confidence. It's unbelievable, the mental strength, because I had an idea that I could run well, but I could never prove myself, and slowly I'm improving myself.
Well, you've certainly done that tonight. You've knocked Matt off again. That's something in itself, isn't it? A meet record, 10:16.
Yeah, Matt's great. I mean, Matt will come back and be great for us, and especially some of the other sprinters. They're all getting PBs, they're running well, and for the come around Olympics, it's going to be a great team.
How many guns did you hit?
Just one. That's all.
The jumps at the breaks at the start there, that sort of thing, you know, the tension surrounding that. Jane was pointing out that that's good training for you heading into the big meets.
Oh, for me, that just relaxed me. That was so great, because I was so nervous anyway. But every time, you know, somebody broke, I just got more relaxed, and said, what am I here for?
First blood to you. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much. Excellent.
Patrick, thanks.